So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. A moment of great pride, the anthems.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
So it's away we go then.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions.
Tries to get it clear, and he's had a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Zahavi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. All perfectly measured. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Solomon. And it's Zahavi. Gently done. Zahavi. Solomon. Could try cutting inside here. He gets big! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Shot a goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. He's good running with the ball, and he's intervened well there. Solomon, he's found a way through. Solomon, shooting chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. But it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stumble, and the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He's tried one! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And through to the goalkeeper.
The attendance for this
That's
match
been cut
was
out, well played.
80,953.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Sahavi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! And he hits the net. That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Israel have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Oh, can he get onto this? Can he spark a counter here? He's through here.
Look, it's a run defence is this lot.
It's a mighty effort! Goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goals should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Now the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution in progress.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And they've got rid.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
And that's a throw-in. Defending of the desperate variety. Punched away. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. And he does it with poise.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
1-1.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
So, the second man in line. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
So, the second man in line. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
And the keeper's come up trumps.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
The third man in the queue. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. So on the cusp of where they want to be. And he delivers! Iran have done it. Taken to the very edge they may have been, but they have prevailed through sheer strength of personality.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
And that's where we